Do you know why she's not here today?
No, ma'am, I don't know.
Okay, it's admitted. You may proceed with the default.
Thank you. At this time, may I call Mr. Surreal?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Surreal, what is the name of your daughter in this case?
Kennedy Serial,
And how old is she?
6.
And you do have an acknowledgement of paternity that you and the mom signed, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Do we have long arm jurisdiction? Was it flood for?
mm,
Am I wrong to assume she's out of state? Coincidence?
well, honestly, let me look because I don't have any out-of-state addresses. Let me double check
Okay,
if
because
we
yeah,
just,
you still have to prove up jurisdiction on people, even with the FBI.
yes, understood. Let me look. I don't have any out of state. Let me double check and see why we used Easy
Maybe I'm
Messenger
wrong.
and if Easy Messenger. Yeah, I don't know if that's just their headquarters address. I'm not sure. The Easy Messenger's address is Oklahoma.
Okay, so maybe that's why. Sir, do you know if she lives in Texas?
She's not out of state. Kennedy was just with her. What's today? Yesterday.
Okay, and so her home is somewhere in Texas?
Now I don't know where she resides, but I know she was here at her mom and dad's house yesterday.
Okay.
So Mr. Surreal, does um okay, so prior to yesterday, when's the last time you saw Miss Puentes?
I couldn't tell you. It's been a while.
Okay, but does she remain in contact with you?
Lately she has. She's been contacting me for about 2 weeks now.
And do you have contact with her family or parents?
Her parents, yes, me and her parents talk frequently.
All right. And has your daughter always lived with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, so I guess your honor are presented as agreements if and then I can flush it out. The state and Mr. Surreal have agreed to Mr. Surreal being managing conservator with Miss Puentes as possessory conservator. Um, he's asking for this, we're in agreement for the step up visitation. So phase one would be the first, third, and fifth Saturday from 1 to 5 p.m. supervised by Ms. Puentes' parents, who are Dovey and Lee Tran, Tran. The next phase would be Saturday 1 to
How
I'm
many
sorry,
visits for the first phase?
5.
Okay.
Yes. And then phase two, also for 5 visits, would be Saturday 1 to 5 p.m. Then phase three for 5 visits would be 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. first, third, fifth Saturday. Phase four would be 6 p.m. Saturday to 6 p.m. Sunday. First, third, fifth Saturday, rolling to the Sunday. And after all these phases, the standard possession and access order would be in effect. Is this your agreement with the state so far, Mr. Surreal?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, we are in agreement for no geographic restriction where Mr. Surreal may live with his daughter. Is this your request of the court, Mr. Surreal, that you not have a geographic restriction where you can live with Kennedy?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you foresee any like employment reasons as to why you may need to move?
No, ma'am, not as of right now.
All right. Now, back to visitation. Are you asking that the exchange of Kennedy and her mother take place at um, her grandparents' home of Dovey and Lee Tran?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And the state's in agreement with said request, Your Honor. Now, are you asking for current child support?
Yes.
And do you have health insurance and dental insurance available for your daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, do you have any knowledge if Miss Puentes works anywhere or of what she may be earning?
No, ma'am, I don't.
All right. Are you in agreement for child support to be calculated at minimum wage?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you also asking for retroactive or back child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you all right with that being calculated at minimum wage?
Yes.
And are you asking that Ms. Puentes be ordered to pay any court costs by April 14th of 2026?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking for a non-disclosure of your information as well as Ms. Puentes' information from a court order?
Yes, ma'am.
And have y'all been victims of any stalking, harassing, or violence by any parties?
Well, not recently, no, but like about a year ago, a year or two ago, she would try to figure out where I stayed and stuff. That's why I'm asking for that.
Has she ever been violent towards you and or Kennedy?
I'm not sure I understood what he just said. She tried to find out where he stayed. Is that what he said?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Can you get into that further? Because I'm not sure that warrants a non-disclosure, but I don't know that it does.
okay, I will. Do you
And
know
I
if
also
Miss?
need more testimony on the geographic restriction. I'm a little confused on that too.
I will. Yes, Your
Yeah.
Honor. So
And the insurance that he provides, I'm not sure I understand where it's from. Is it?
oh, it's his. I'll flesh it out. So let me backtrack. So
Okay.
Mr. Serial, do you have insurance for your daughter through your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you recall what you pay per month for the health insurance?
I want to say like 118 for the
Okay.
insurance and
Oh.
like 18 for the dental.
All right. And you understand based on minimum wage, you may not be reimbursed the full amount
Yes,
for
ma'am.
that. All right. Now, going back to geographic restriction, do you and your daughter, you don't have to give an address. Do y'all live in Galveston County?
No, ma'am.
What county do you live in?
Harris now.
And when did you move to Harris?
We just recently moved here. In
Okay.
March.
Okay, so last month.
Yes, ma'am.
And prior to that, y'all were living in Galveston County?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long do you know?
We've been in Galveston County for majority of her life, so 5 years.
Okay. And did you go to Harris County for employment or just
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
all right? And do you foresee that you may have to move further away from Galveston County or somewhere else in Texas?
No, ma'am, not as of right now.
Okay, so would you be okay if you were allowed to live in Galveston or any county that touches Galveston, like Harris, Brazoria?
Yes, that'll be
Okay. Okay, thank you. Now,
Help me better with that. So you don't know where she lives,
no, ma'am. I honestly don't know where she lives at all.
but she visits with your child.
Yes, at her parents' house.
Okay, and her parents live in Galveston County?
Yes, ma'am. Her parents live in Dickinson.
Okay, so that's the connection that you pretty much have with
Yes.
her right now as your parents. Okay, so keeping you nearby would help the relationship. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
and that is also why you want to keep the exchange place at her parents' home in Dickinson. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, regarding non-disclosure, does Ms. Puentes have any type of criminal history or charges, convictions that you know of?
I know she just recently got out of jail for possession of a controlled substance. When we were younger, she went to jail for prostitution. So she's in and out of jail. And that's why I'm filing for sole custody.
All right.
She's
And
not stable.
all right. And then this last time she was in, do you know if she was there a few weeks or if you know?
It was pretty close to a year. I want to say she was there probably like 10 months, 10 or 11 months.
Okay. Do you know if that was 2023 or 20?
I want to say 2023, going into 2024.
Okay. Okay. And so is your request for non-disclosure, do you feel that's in the best interest for you and your daughter in case she's high or shows up and wants to make a scene?
Yes, ma'am.
Has she done that before?
I don't know if she was high or not, but I know me and my daughter were sleeping and I got woken up by the cops and I went to jail because she said that I had strangled her. I had put marks on her neck and everything. And I'm not a violent person. I have never been violent to her. So that's one. And then at that same apartment, she also got me kicked out just because all she does is she yells. She's very animated. So it's that's why I'm asking for that.
Are you concerned that she may show up? Let me rephrase. Does she get aggressive with people?
Yeah, she's aggressive.
Has she been aggressive towards you or others in front of Kennedy?
Yes.
Do you know if her parents have any concerns about her behavior?
That I couldn't answer. That her parents don't really communicate with her unless it's about the baby.
All right. And have you ever had to call the police to protect yourself from her?
I try to refrain from calling the police. I just try to remove myself. So I would say no.
So has there been situations where you had to leave your home or your apartment because of her behavior?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have to take Kennedy with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And are
What
these
time frame are we talking? And has she known his address since then? Like,
Oh, okay, I'm getting there. So when was the last time you believe Miss Puentes knew of your address?
Um, maybe about 2 years ago. Me and Angela, we don't have any contact right now besides me talking to her parents. I mean, whenever she calls my phone to talk to the baby. But other than that, I don't know where she lives. I don't know where she works at, anything like that.
And so 2 years ago, did you move 2 years ago and not give her your address?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that so to avoid any confrontations with her?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you were to move again, are you asking the court to have the order so that you don't have to give her your residential address?
Correct.
And prior to 2 years ago, how often was she aggressive towards you or in front of you?
Towards me. I mean, anytime we had any contact, she'd be aggressive, But me and Miss Fuentes, we haven't been together or like in the same area for about 5 years. Whenever Kennedy was first born, her first year, me and Miss Fuentes were together. After that first year, we split apart, and I really haven't had any contact with her unless it was through her parents.
All right. Are you afraid of Miss Puentes?
I wouldn't say that. No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have a concern she could cause emotional
Yes.
harm to your daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're the person who makes all the day-to-day decisions. Are you the person that makes all the day-to-day decisions for Kennedy?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the person that takes her to all her doctor's appointments?
Yes, ma'am.
And has Miss Puentes ever expressed a desire to know anything about her health or school or anything?
No, ma'am.
All right. Pass this witness, Your Honor.
sir, why are you agreeing to let her get up to a standard possession order if things are so bad?
That was just I didn't. That was what was presented to me.
Okay.
I don't know any other way to go about it.
Okay. Do you
Would you-
think? Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, Mr. Hernandez, I'd rather you do it. It's
I'm
more
sorry.
perfect.
So, Mr. Surreal, would you prefer that Miss Puentes only have supervised visits at her parents' home indefinitely?
That's what I would. That's what I would like. Yes.
Okay.
Until I know that she's more stable. Once she's stable, and if it's her interaction with Kennedy, from what I know by themselves is okay. But from whenever I exhibited with her, I would rather her be around her parents because her parents they're good people.
All right. And as far as Miss Puentes, you don't even know if she has a home, do you?
No, ma'am, I do not.
All right. So, and the court, the estate would be in agreement with any type of possession access you would grant, Your Honor, in the best interest of the child. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
One moment.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
All right, at this time, may I call Ms. Henderson?
You may do so.
Okay, Ms. Henderson, where do you currently work?
The Office of the Attorney General,
And how long have you worked there?
9 years.
And what is your job title and duties?
Child support officer, and I am to calculate child support, modify child support and medical support, things like that.
All right, did you have a chance to review this case for today?
Yes,
And regarding current child support, medical support, dental support, what amounts are you asking the court to order for this case?
we are proposing child support be $209 and that she reimburses him the medical of the 113.
And for dental support, any amount there?
No, because it will exceed the 9% based off of the minimum wage presumption.
I thought there was its own percentage for dental.
Is it 1.5, Your Honor? I think,
No, 1.5
okay,
is 2.5, but it's not, it's a separate number.
okay, let me, so,
One moment. I thought it's 2.5, it might be 1.5.
okay, let me look, because he said 18. Okay. 0.5, sorry. So Ms. Henderson is this,
1.5.
it is 1.5?
Mhm.
So, Ms. Henderson, will the state be asking for dental reimbursement at 1.5% of $18 a month?
Yes,
And would all these amounts begin May 1st of 2025?
yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, what was that number for the 1.5%?
Okay, if you could give that number to me, Ms. Henderson, take a moment to, let me see. 118 times. Oh, sorry. Oh, I think she's calculating.
It comes up to the 1950. It comes up to $20.
So would the 1.5% be $2.70?
Yes,
So the state is the state asking for the dental support of $2.70 to begin May 1st of 2025?
yes, ma'am.
And 113 of medical support to begin May 1st, 2025?
Yes, ma'am.
And child support of $209 to begin May 1st, 2025?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, did you have a chance to calculate retroactive child support for this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, the state has proposed Exhibit B, which was exchanged with Mr. Surreal. Ms. Henderson, can you identify Exhibit B?
It is the calculation for retro child support judgment.
And did you personally create this exhibit today?
Yes, ma'am.
And at the time you created it, were you aware that Ms. Fuentes had been incarcerated for a year?
No.
All right. Your Honor, subject to corrections, may we admit State's Exhibit B?
So do you have any objection to State's Exhibit B being admitted?
Me?
Yes, sir. Do you have any
No.
objection?
No.
State's Exhibit B is admitted.
All right, so Ms. Henderson, this document is admitted. Could you testify what your calculations were and based on what you just heard, what the retroactive child support should be in this case?
It was the calculator for the period of September 30th of 2020 up until today, April the 14th, 2025. And it was in the amount of the $12,705. And then go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
And then the payout we were proposing of the $200.
All right, so if we were to remove 1 year, would we be subtracting $2,772?
Yes, ma'am.
And what would be the new amount for retroactive child support?
Give me one moment. Ah. It would be $9,933.
All right, and what amount is the state asking for that to be paid out?
150.
Okay, and would that also begin May 1st of 2025?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, nothing further past this witness.
Okay, sir, do you have any questions for Ms. Henderson?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Henderson. You may be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And do you have anything further?
No, Your Honor, just asking for judgments for that amount as I guess modified or corrected on the record, and subject to any other rulings you may have, we're happy with. Thank you.
Okay, sir. I guess, can you clarify again the times when you all separated and when she went to jail? Because I was sort of following it. I thought it would go into more detail and it didn't. So I'm not sure I have all that down. So when did you all separate?
2020. Kennedy was born 2019. We separated 2020.
Okay. And do you know when she went to jail, like the timeframes?
I'm not completely sure, but I believe she got arrested either in 2023 or 2024. I know it was around the year that she was gone.
Do you know when she got out of jail?
No, ma'am. I think she's been out maybe a couple of months now.
You know, she got out in 2025. Like, was it that recent or was it
I
like
believe
late?
if I believe she got arrested in 2024 and then just recently got out. She's been in and out of jail. So I I don't want to give you any wrong information
And that's why I'm a little worried about this, because it sounds like she's been in and out of jail a lot.
yeah.
And so I'm just not sure. I'm a little concerned about the retroactive child support.
Okay.
Because we're not supposed to order or attribute people to be able to be a minimum wage earner if they're in jail for long stretches. Obviously, if they're just in for like a few days, that's fine.
I mean, if I'm not granted the back child support, that's perfectly fine. I'm more so concerned about custody. The money doesn't have a problem with it.
And I understand that. Okay. But I don't want to shortchange you either. I'm not trying. I just want to try and set it as fairly as possible.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Hernandez, do you have any other information about when she was in or out of jail through the years?
No, because no, it's the first I've heard of it. And I think if she had been in TDCJ, once they're released, it doesn't give you the information anymore, which is unfortunate because then I could just really narrow it down. But if she's out, it won't show up.
Right. And I think I'm not sure if I got it down, but she was in jail for controlled substance. Was that the recent one?
That was the most recent one that I know of. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but then she was also in jail for prostitution. Do you know about what time frame that was?
Now that was around, once we separated, around 2020, 2021.
Do you know, was it like a long stretch or was it like a small time in jail?
Maybe I think she was out in like 3 months. It wasn't major.
And is there anything else you'd like to say, Mr. Cyril?
No, ma'am. I mean, I wish I could give you more information, but I can give you what I know. That's it.
And Mr. Hernandez, maybe I'm just missing something. But 1.5% of 1256, isn't that how it's calculated for dental support?
Oh my goodness. I knew I was doing something wrong. Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
So that's 18. So I think he can get his full reimbursement, right? Because he
Yeah.
says $18.
I think that's what Miss Henderson was saying, and I didn't click to me. So it is the full 18.
70 a month. And I wasn't sure where that was coming from, but things were moving and I just wrote it down.
Well, no, because I'm silly and I did 1% of it of 18. So it is 18 for okay. That's what okay. I'm the one confused.
That's okay. So give me a moment to calculate child support.
Thank you.
Accurate.
It won't be. You're correct. You're correct.
And she has no other children, sir?
Yes, ma'am, she does.
How many are under 18?
One.
Does that child live with her?
No, ma'am.
Does she
That
pay
child
child
lives-
support for that child?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
She doesn't have a court order?
No. So that child currently lives with my sister.
Okay.
Whenever she was born, we had got the DNA test, and yeah, she's not biologically mine.
And you know your sister doesn't have an order.
Yeah, she don't have no order. No, ma'am.
And why were you agreeing to a non-disclosure for her information?
Because I haven't had any information on her so like this long, so I didn't really.
Would you want it though? Like, is there,
Well, yes, I would like it so I can know where my child is, and but like I said, this is my first time doing this, and
yeah.
I just whatever they presented to me is what I was going with.
Do you know if people like stalk her or if she's in danger because of her lifestyle?
That I do not know. But that's why whenever she is around the baby, we make sure like she's with her parents. That Angela's visiting with her parents.
Does the state have anything they'd like to say or into evidence regarding that?
It was, no, Your Honor, it's, I don't know much, I don't know about her lifestyle. The few times we've spoken with her, we did confirm, her email. I can't prove or disprove if she's got a permanent residence or not. So,
Okay, I am going to find that Ms. Puentes is in default. I'm ordering that Mr. Surreal is the managing conservator and Ms. Puentes is the possessory conservator, with these are having the right to determine the primary residence of your child within Harris County or any county that touches Harris County. Ordering visitation. I'm just ordering supervised visitation based on the testimony presented. And so I'm ordering that she will have the right to visitation on the first, third, and fifth weekends from 1 to 5 on Saturdays, on the first, third, and fifth Saturdays from 1 to 5 to be supervised by her parents and at her parents' house. So that should hopefully keep everyone safe.
That's right.
And I'm finding that you, sir, are providing health insurance and dental support through your job. I'm ordering that Ms. Puentes pay to you cash medical support of $113 per month beginning May 1st, 2025. I'm ordering that she pay to you cash dental support of $18 per month beginning May 1st, 2025, and then monthly thereafter for each of those. I'm ordering that she pay child support based on minimum wage. So I'm ordering that Ms. Puentes pay to you child support of $206 per month beginning May 1st, 2025, and monthly thereafter. For back child support, taking into account her time in jail and time not paying you, I'm ordering a judgment against Ms. Puentes in the amount of $5,000 as of April 14th, 2025. And I'm ordering that she pay that retroactive child support judgment back at a rate of $40 each month beginning May 1st, 2025, with a step up to $246 when your child emancipates if there's still money due. And just know that that's not an installment debt. So if the state or you find other ways to collect it through the law, you are still free to do that. This doesn't limit you to just the $40 a month if there is another way to get it paid. Right now, it doesn't sound like that's likely, but things could happen. And you never know. Things change. I'm going to grant the non-disclosure for you. And so your address and phone number does not need to be in there. It sounds like you coordinate through her parents right now. So hopefully this will keep working. Denying the non-disclosure at this time for the non-custodial parent, Ms. Puentes. If she needs protections, she can seek it out through more formal ways against the people who are actually harming her.
Right.
I haven't heard a reason why you can't know that information yet, sir.
Right.
Hopefully she's okay. And I am ordering that Ms. Puentes pay court costs to Galveston County on or before April 14th of 2026. And so the state is going to draft the default order based on my ruling today, and they'll be preparing it and sending it to you shortly, where you'll get to see it. I'll print it out, and you'll get a copy of it for your records as well. And then they'll be sending it to you, as I said, through DocuSign, where you'll get to review it, and then you can ask them any questions you might have as well.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
But
Judge.
good luck. Thank you. Good luck with everything going forward. And yeah, they'll help you back to the breakout room. But thank you for coming in.